like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the London Bulldogs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down, 30 base. They can't hang with us. Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Watch that in. 4 down. Check. Hey, Orbit.
Now back to throw. This one hauled in by Sample. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Back to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
2. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On first down, it's Tate. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ready.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter.
2nd and 6. This one caught by Isabella. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
Begin.
Chopper.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Deep grip.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Tate, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 60 or.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They're hauling it in, Nelson. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
87. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Set, ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Hey, Zoo.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Get ready. Get ready.
Hey, Haywood.
He'll drop to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will get him one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
61, net 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Hey, I-7. 80 weapons. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
We go. 70, Indy. They go.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year as they are able to cut into that lead. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Even, 4 down, even.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And touchdown! Dante Pettis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up a throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, it's Tate. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Go. Hey, exit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 10-2 soft.
Focus, defense, focus. Check the backer, check the backer.
61, matchbox lights. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Briggs. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Get it.
2nd and 2. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's caught. Nelson. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He completes it to Nelson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Bravo! Check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Back to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Topper! Ready!
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Even. 4th down, even.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 1. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Burns able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try the left side. Tate. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Flush, and a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
Yeah.
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will get him one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
10-2 stop.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, Delta.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines,
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll set up a throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Pettis once again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got 4 down.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Everyone got four down.
Hey, exit. On the snap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one hauled in by Sample. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a give, right side. Henson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll keep it on the ground. Henson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw here. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for London, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in. We thank our entire